Hey guys, what's up? Death Metal Bard here, and I was sent a little stuff from one of my players about the DnD Direct, the 2023 announcement showcase, showing all the cool stuff that WotC wants to do. And I got some things I want to talk about. I'm gonna try and just give brief commentaries on what's being presented. I'll kind of pause it when I can to kind of talk about my thoughts on it. But yeah, sorry, I haven't been doing any videos. I've been really busy with work, and I've been trying to keep my streaming up on Twitch, that you can find on Pelgrane Press's official Twitch channel, the people who make 13th Age. My group there has been streaming on Thursdays, 7 to 10. And we're getting close to the end of the campaign, and I'm very excited about that, and also very, very stressed. Very stressed. Anyway, I'm gonna play and see what it say. There we go. Maybe.
Welcome everybody to DnD Direct. We are so excited to be here with you today and to bring the most anticipated announcements from the world of Dungeons and Dragons.
And to prove it, we're going to dive right into the adventure with this truly stunning surprise. Check this out.
Okay, so the first one we got is the Minecraft Dungeons and Dragons. Obviously Minecraft has been like a very, very popular game for like a long time. I remember back when it was just on like Java, like literally just the Java edition. And now it's with Dungeons and Dragons, which is I guess makes sense since there's Minecraft Dungeons, which is kind of like a role-playing style game that you could play in Minecraft, so it would make sense. I do have to admit that the animation here looks pretty cool. I do like that. If I can go back a little bit. We go back here. You can see there's a gold dragon. I think that's an imp? This says, yeah, this is Out of the Abyss, Dragonopoly, starter set. This is Icewind Dale. So it is kind of cool that they are doing little references to it. Now, again, I like if you're a big fan of Minecraft, I guess this would be really fun, but I'm just gonna kind of zip on a little bit. Because I said I don't want to go through everything here. But oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Was this? They are making a Minecraft Dungeons and Dragons Monster Compendium. So that's kind of interesting. That like you can see here, there's those like, oh, this supposed to be. I don't play Minecraft, so I know the Creeper, I know the Enderman, I know the Ender Dragon. I guess those are meant to be the like dogs, wolves, but they look like they're stone, so they look like they're, I don't know, something like that. So what I think is going to go on with this Minecraft Dungeons and Dragons is you're going to start seeing a lot more of this, a lot more of different game systems. Slapping D&D on their stuff. You've seen that with Rick and Morty's Dungeons and Dragons, and a lot of other like brands. Like D&D is going to become less of a tabletop system, and more of a brand system. Basically, meaning that it'll say Dungeons and Dragons, but that. Or really, maybe they'll just take that out and they'll just call it something else, like 1D system or something like that. And that way they can just slap on whatever, brand is going to make them the most money. So I don't know, but I guess it is kind of cool if you really want to play with like a creeper or something. I guess that's cool. They released a new trailer. I'm obviously not going to go through it that much. I don't think I can because of copyright. But I will say I still don't understand. I don't understand this. Hold on, let me. Why is the dragon so chunky? Why is he so fat? I mean, is that like the joke? Is that this red dragon is just it's fat? I don't know. I mean, it is kind of, I don't know. Like, a part of me is like, I really, it might be okay, and other times I'm just like, it's just, everything else just seems really, really cringy. Like, there's the owlbear and stuff. Like, that stuff's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like, I think a lot of times the character stuff is just not that great. You get, if I remember, she's supposed to be a red wizard of Thrace, I think is what they're called. So, you know, if you're into that, you're into that. Joe Cat released a song. I'm not going to do that either. That it's a song. That's all you really need to know. I mean, it's cool that he's doing stuff with D&D, I guess, but at the same time, it's like, anyway, here's some other stuff.
We have been working
on of course, right? Hasbro was gonna like make toys. If I remember, that's Xanathar there. Xanathar, that's a weird looking owlbear. There's a Displacer Beast.
A lot of awesome D&D toys this year to celebrate the upcoming theatrical release, Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, and D&D lore in general. Some of my favorite toys that we're making.
Okay, here's something. I know this isn't necessarily something important, but the face sculpts, these toys look really, really bad. They look really, really not good.
Include our Golden Archive collection, which are our 6-inch scale figures that have premium deco. They're highly articulated.
I mean, it's cool that they're articulated, like she says. So that's cool. You can kind of pose them and stuff. So I mean, okay, but again, the face looked really bad, and I don't know. Everything this, I don't know. It just, the way that this is kind of presented here just feels very cheap. Now, I know that Hasbro has been doing a lot of very cheap things, like them actually removing the like plastic coverings for some of their toys. Just to, and like I think also turning them into more like cardboard or like one of those like recycled cardboard looking boxes and some stuff. But really, it kind of comes down to, I've seen a lot of stuff complaints that by taking off that plastic, basically people's sticky hands get all over stuff, and it's more easy to like break it. You know, they'll break something before, like especially with kids. Kids love touching things and trying to break things just cause. So again, I think this does not look very good. That is like the most unflattering face I think they could give that character.
They're so much fun to play with. We have our cartoon classics.
See, this one, this at least I would be more interested in getting, not just because it's the classic, but it's because it really, like this, like the sculpting here looks much better, in my personal opinion.
Assortment that celebrate the 40th anniversary of the 1980s cartoon.
See, I'm gonna go off on a bit of a tangent here, but honestly, they should have just did like a version of the cartoon show as the movie. Literally, they should have just redid the TV show but made it the movie. I mean, obviously they probably weren't going to be able to do that because that was like TSR's dungeon, like D&D. So maybe they don't want to do that, but I think they would have been fine. Hell, they could have had Venture. If they own the fucking character, why couldn't they just use him instead of random red wizard of Thrace? I know it. I don't think it's Thrace. I know it's not Thriss. I know it sounds with a TH. I saw a thing on it. Anyway, you know, like a red wizard. You know, it's like they could have used Venture. They could have done a lot of cool stuff with that. But it's like, at least the like cartoon toys are looking nice, and at least, you know, like the cartoon is. I feel it's getting a bit of a good revival from it, and the TV show, the cartoon, was actually not terrible.
And our Dicelings, which are the first ever D20s that convert into your favorite D&D monsters.
So this is just Beyblades? It's like Beyblades and Transformers. That owlbear looks really weird. Some creatures do not translate very well.
Today I am so excited to get to show to you for the...
Again, that owlbear looks so weird. Like, I don't see owlbears like standing up on their hind legs like that. It's so weird.
Very first time, 3 of our upcoming Golden Archive monster releases. So we have our new Golden Archive Xanathar, our lore-inspired owlbear, and then our Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves Displacer Beast.
Okay, yeah, the Displacer Beast.
All of these are absolutely fantastic figures that you are definitely going to want to add to your collection. If you'd like to learn more about these figures, please plan on heading over to the Hasbro Pulse YouTube page tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. For a...
Okay, I guess if you want to go to that, I guess. Secret Lair. Secret Lair is basically the Magic the Gathering that they're going to be doing with it. And again, much like how I said with Minecraft, you're going to literally see like Dungeons and Dragons start to become less about like established kind of lore, like Forgotten Realms and all of that stuff, and it's going to become more like this. It's just going to become something that they can throw onto a different system that they own, like Magic the Gathering, for example, and literally just turn it into just a plug-and-play system. They can just plug in any kind of brand, any kind of thing they have on it that will make them money, and they'll do so. At the very least, when it comes to like Ravnica and Eberron, for example, those are things that it's already there. So like having a Ravnica world setting map world setting book makes sense, just because, you know, you have a lot of lore and stuff there from actual Magic the Gathering. So I mean, that still kind of works, but at the same time, it's like some things just, they don't translate the same. There's an interview with R.A. Salvatore. Again, I'm sure he's the guy who wrote the Drist series, the Drow series, and a lot of other kind of fantasy stuff as well. Pretty cool. Here we go. This is the one that they wanted me to look at, was the VTT.
Check this out.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
This is amazing. You guys ready to play some D&D?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So we've got 4 really cool characters here. Does anyone think?
Okay. What I'm getting from this automatically is I'm definitely getting Tailspire vibes. Tailspire, of course, being another VTT, but it tries to emulate, you know, the mini feel. Like you can download your minis from Hero Forge, for example, and you can get them uploaded into Tailspire, and they're there, and you can move them around. It feels like you're playing on an actual, like an actual set with like the minis kind of moving around. You can kind of plop them and that sort of thing, which is cool. It's like, I don't like that doesn't have like system sheets in it. So like if you're playing a game, you kind of have to have your sheets on your table. So again, kind of emulating the on the table kind of feel. But automation just makes it rough.
Thinking about anything specifically as you're looking at these?
I'm thinking Dwarven. I like his beard, and I want to be a bearded man today.
Nice. Nice. All right.
Are you having fun dragging him around?
Oh yeah, it's a blast.
I've actually had the sorcerer I've been wanting to play for forever. Is there a way I can just port it in?
Yeah, is it on D&D Beyond?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. There we go. All linked.
Again, that is something very much from Tailspire. It's literally just taking something from a different account and being able to upload it and link it together.
Up and ready to go.
Ooh, huzzah!
There's a lot of ways to play D&D online.
Yeah, again, that's totally like, again, I'm going to keep saying it. It's very much Tailspire.
And
This is just a slightly nicer looking Tailspire. That's all it is.
not all of them are hitting the big three things that we...
I watched this just a little bit just to kind of like see what it is I really, really want to talk about. But I'll let him continue.
were important. Fun, convenience, and authenticity.
Okay. Those three things that he just said, saying that none of the other VTTs hit that. He just says that, but he doesn't explain how they don't do that. How is like Roll20, for example, or Foundry, or Fantasy Grounds, or any of the other, Map Tool, and all these different VTTs, how are they not consistent? Because they don't feel like you're playing it on a board? That you don't have minis? And how are they not fun? How are they not creative? You're moving something across a board. You're still rolling dice. You're still, role playing. You're just not role playing with physical media. That's kind of what virtual tabletop is about, is not using physical media. And even here, you have a fucking table right here. And you have character sheets right here. And the books. You literally could have just gotten models from back here and ran it here. But you're trying. How is this VTT not authentic? But again, like much like how they were talking about in the OGL, this is what they were trying to stop Foundry and a bunch of other online things for doing. They wanted to try and get those under their control, because they want to essentially take those and try to turn this into that. Have this be the monopoly on all of your virtual tabletop systems.
Hello, welcome to the inn. Have a
Also, that was...
seat. I'll get some
I like how he didn't even try.
refreshments. What would you have?
A nice grog would be nice. Really warm. I was standing real close to the fireplace. You have good wood. The wood is good.
Everyone hears scratching noises in the walls. Barton's like, damn rats! And he kicks the wall.
I'd like to roll perception to see if I can figure out where the sound is coming from.
Yeah, so you want to go to the walls and kind of look around? Fire breaks out. The whole inn shudders a little bit.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back there just a little teeny
See if I
bit.
can figure out where the sound is coming from.
Yeah.
See, again, like the minis, that's very much a Tailspire thing.
So you want to go to the walls and kind of look around? Fire breaks out. The whole inn shudders a little
Yeah, this is
bit.
literally just Tailspire.
Do the rats you encounter normally move buildings?
Not anyone that I've seen.
There might be more to this than rats.
What I want to do is connect all my friends and play with them. They're on their computers, they're on their phones, they're on their game consoles.
Okay, and that right there, on their consoles, their phones, their PCs. So what they're trying to do is they want to essentially, again, they want to take this virtual tabletop system and they want to make it cross-play, which not necessarily a bad thing. But again, if we're going by, again, what the OGL 1.1 and all of the problems with that we're talking about, they are literally they are just trying to like make this all-encompassing only VTT in town kind of thing.
But we're all together playing through the same virtual tabletop. So that's the dream right there.
Yeah.
Ceiling crashes down. Everybody make a dex save.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that's under your dexterity. It's at the top up there. The dexterity saving.
And look right here. That's literally the hotbar from Foundry.
Bro.
And the combat numbers too. Well, the combat numbers aren't the same, but I mean like the basic concept are the same.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay.
Well, let's see how cool it is after you roll.
Yeah, this is... I'm not seeing anything here, really, that makes this seem like this is the only true way you should play Dungeons and Dragons. Hold on, let me go a little bit.
Is it raining? You know, is there fire embers falling from the sky? We just want to enable people to play the way they want to. Let's go into encounter mode now, which means that we're all going to roll initiative. So, oh, and look, the DM dice. 2 20s. No. It always happens. So he's going to turn around and actually acid spray the kobolds.
Oh my god, stop. Really?
D&D is the first mod community.
Yes.
Right? Like, if
Yes.
you go all the way back. We're going to make our own content, but we want to make that content out of building blocks that everybody can break apart and make their own content from, because that remix is like...
Oh, really? This is Rich coming... I like that. It's like... Yeah, building blocks so that people could take apart and it's like, again, that's Rich coming from like the company that was trying to tell people you have to sign up for our thing and we're going to get to do whatever we want with your material and we can cut you off at any time and you don't get a say in anything that we say. But please, make your stuff, we love you, you're a community. It's like ridiculous.
To the DNA of
And to the players, is there a way for the community to share assets?
the strength of it is the community, and the community creating everything. And we want you to be actors and not play.
So are these things the ones that they're making, or as he said, it's like the community? So is the community gonna make this stuff? I don't know. Anyway, this one is just the Wiz Kids talking about a giant mimic. They have a mimic toy. There's supposed to be a D&D documentary, but that's really all I really want to talk about right now. But yeah, that's it. Whoop, sorry. Oh, well, there I went again. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to say. What I really wanted to talk about was that is the the D&D Direct. In the words of Neon from Clownfish TV, this time it seems like this is going to be some depressing D&D, in my opinion. Anyway, I've kind of looked at this long enough. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you want. I'm going to try and do more videos, not on just me ranting about D&D stuff. I kind of want to do a little, do some videos on like world building, try to show off 13th Age a little bit more, and just talk about stuff in general, man. So yeah, this is Death Metal Bard. Rock on.